rednecks? Welcome back to the PW50 build. We're putting a 60cc big bore kit on here from Niche. We'll go through that kit in just a minute. I went ahead and removed the studs, but I left one so I could show you guys how to remove it, because we're going to replace it. So that's all you got to do. Maybe. Got her loose. We're going to get her out of there. Hopefully we can hear the fat lady sing. Now for the two-stroke kit. Big bore kit. Here's the cylinder jug. That's the 60cc big bore kit. It comes with a cylinder head, but we're not going to be using the cylinder head. Okay, it comes with the piston. We'll go everything. Comes with a new NGK spark plug we will be using. New head studs we will be using. But I don't see no gaskets. So luckily I have a gasket. It's supposed to come with head gaskets and stuff. Well, luckily we can reuse this gasket. It's still okay. And we can reuse this gasket. It's still okay. It's okay to reuse gaskets if they're reusable. This head, we're not going to be using this head. We're going to be using the shaved head. This head is shaved. Heads are identical. The difference is this one's shaved. This one is not. Okay? We're going to use the shaved head for better performance. Just got to clean it off a little bit with some brake cleaner. Okay? That's all. We want better performance. Alright? Now, I want a clean surface to lay this down onto. Here's the piston that it comes with. These niche kits are actually really good kits, guys. Don't shy away all because they're Chinese kits and they're cheap. This kit is like 50 bucks. You get a new head, a new jug, but we're not going to use the new head. We're going to use the old head, okay? Get everything out of here. There's the new clips, the new piston. There's an arrow on the piston. Every two-stroke piston, hold on. Every two-stroke piston, there's an arrow. Arrow goes towards exhaust port. Okay? The exhaust port is where the arrow goes. We're going to put that piston down. I'm going to show you about these rings. These rings, hopefully you guys can see this. These rings are a little slight different. These rings, you see these little lips? You want the flat part on the bottom, okay? You see these numbers where it says standard? That means they go up. So let's put the rings on. To do the ring, you want to find the pin on the piston and put that on there like that, and then work it around the piston. Real easy, real simple. Don't force it. It will go. Don't need to force nothing. If you're forcing it, you're doing something wrong. Okay, something's going on here. There we go. It's just stuck. Okay. Now, on the ring, might be hard to see on camera, but you'll see one side is more flatter. That side goes towards the ring, or towards the pin on the piston. Let's go with the other one. The other one goes on the same way. Go find the pin, line it up with the pin, work it on. Okay. And then same thing with that. The fat one goes up against the pin. Okay. You take some assembly lube of any kind of oil, get it started on here. Get it in there. Okay. Get it in there. And then, like I said, the arrow, it's going to go towards the exhaust side. Okay. Exhaust side. So we want to squeeze these rings together. Okay. Now we need to find the other pin. Make sure it's lined up. Okay. Squeeze the rings. They'll go. Just like that. Okay. Tap it down in. Alright. Tappity tap. Okay. That's in. Now, the jug is going to go on like this, so we want to put this circlip in first. I call them circlips. You can call them whatever the heck you want to call them. Look at the, one thing I want to point out to these clips. This piece right here will be pushed out to one side or the other. Look at it. Whatever side is pushed out, that needs to face the outside of the piston. Because if you don't, the pin, the wrist pin, will push it out of the piston, and it will destroy your cylinder. See how easy that was? Make sure it clips in. Now, we're going to open these. Okay. We're going to install them. We're just going to do two, the back side. Okay. And there's a reason for that. Okay. You just want these till they're bottomed out. That's it. Alright, just bottomed out. Not tight, bottomed out. Bottomed out. Shit. And the long threads need to go towards the head. The short threads need to go in the block. Forgot to mention that too. I'm gonna have to say something to this company because they didn't send me gaskets. Well, I'll get them to send me gaskets and we'll change out the head gasket when it comes. Okay. Just bottomed out. Bottomed out. There's a reason I'm doing it this way. Okay. We need to find that new bearing it came with. We gotta put some lubricant on it. You can use 2-cycle oil. You can use motor oil. You can use assembly lube. Does not matter. Okay? Same thing with the pin. A little bit of lube up on there. All right, we're going to put that in there. Like so. Get that going in there, maybe. Get that going. Take a screwdriver, just tap it. That's all you gotta do. A little love tap. Okay? Now, and take the other pin it comes with. Remember what I said. Check to see which way it's bent. If it's not bent, you need to bend it. Bend it out just a tad. Nothing fancy, nothing horrible. Just a little bend. Because if you don't, it will come out. These can be a pain to get in when they're on the motor. Looks to me like this one's. See if I can get it in with the screwdriver. Sometimes you can. Make sure it's clipped in. Look, make sure it's seated in there. And it is. So now, we're gonna go ahead and move this back. Okay. We're gonna get the new studs. Remember, short threads, long threads. Head bolts to the long threads, short threads go to your block. At least that's how I do them. These are a little different than the stock. Okay. Remember, just bottomed out. My hands are a little slickery. I know people are gonna give me crap for using a older head gasket, but this is a head gasket I had laying around that literally got put on and taken off. It wasn't even ran. Look, wasn't even ran. For a different bike. Okay. Now, okay. Let's go ahead and put that on. These can be a challenge to put on over the threads, but it's okay. Just work it on. It'll go. Just like so. Then remember why we're using the old head, not the new head. The old head is shaved. It's going to give us more performance. Okay? So that'd be why. We'll make sure it's not hitting. Once we get it torqued down, we'll make sure it's not hitting even more. Now, you can torque these heads down. I don't. I just tighten them up. Listen, it's a PW50. It's not the end of the world, and it's definitely not a dang on space shuttle. We're not going to the moon in it. Okay? Alright, now tightening them down, you're going to go in a crisscross pattern. I've been doing this enough to know just how tight these need to be. You can torque them down factory spec. You can get your own specs. I don't want to be liable for giving you the wrong specs. But if you've been rebuilding engines long enough, these type of engines, just tighten them up. Not a big deal at all. Now let's make sure nothing hits. Nothing's hitting. We're going to install the new spark plug. The old one is a Champion, and remember I said we'd be switching it to an NGK anyway. Squish that squish ring. Pop this off. That on there. We got to get a new boot protector, boot too. Put the exhaust bolts on. This exhaust always was a pain in the butt. Started. Squish ring, exhaust gasket. Shoot, I gotta put it in there correctly because it's already been squished. Now guys, remember, links to all these parts will be down in the video description. We're going to take it off here, see if she'll run. She should. She's got heck of compression now. And in the very last video, we're going to go over all the mods, the power mods that were done to this. In a list, I'm going to point them out to you. Okay? There's some wiring we got to fix. All that mumbo jumbo. But for now, without further ado, let's give her a couple kicks, see if she'll fire up. Okay? Guys, let's see. We're gonna choke her. She's choked. Alright guys, I'm going to have to throw a couple heat cycles through her, get that top end broken. We're not going to go into details on how to break in your engine because that is like a topic that nobody can freaking win. So I'm going to do it my way. You guys do your own research. I'll tell you how I do it. I do 3 15-minute heat cycles. You let it run for 15 minutes, shut it off, let it cool. Do that. And then for the first tank of gas, do no more than half throttle. After that, let her rip, tater chip. But I am guilty of slapping stuff together and brap, brap. Nothing wrong with that either. I've never had a fresh top end fail because I broke it in a certain different way. So you guys figure that out. We're not going to have any arguments on here about that. In the next episode, we're going to go through the kill switch. We're going to put a new kill switch on it. We're going to put the air filter on it. I got a K&N filter right here for her. And remember guys, all the links will be in the description. I hope you like what you see on my channel, and I hope you can give me a thumbs up, a like, share, and a subscribe would help. Check out my other videos. I got other engine rebuild videos and stuff, and it's only going to get better from here, okay? So, with that being said, next episode is going to be new tires, new inner tubes. We're going to fix those wires properly. We're going to do this. And then maybe in that episode, it might be a little longer episode. Maybe we can get the 7-year-old on it to let her rip, tater chip, okay? I know... and I'm glad there isn't many of these custom dyno port exhausts. And as you hear, it sounds bad. Okay? Had to mute that because YouTube will demonetize me. So, yeah. We'll get the seat back on her. We'll get her running around the yard. Alright, for now, Redneck Garage is out, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.